Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Sage and I'm going to be walking you through a quick UXPin Merge tutorial. So UXPin Merge is a design tool for both developers and technical designers. It's a tool for folks that want to be able to create interactive prototypes quickly, leverage open source libraries, be able to work with ready to go templates, and also being able to have real React code generated when you're handing over designs to your developers or any stakeholders that need to see it as well. So when you first log in, we have our dashboard and you actually have access to these 3 different trial kits that you can use. So MUI, Ant, Bootstrap, all very popular open source libraries. And I'm going to use MUI as an example. So if you were to go in and use this trial kit, you can open up our patterns and examples. And this is going to have everything that you need to get started and have a reference point. So we could go to the snack bars, we could go to these skeleton links, cards, everything is going to be right here for you to reference. And if you need a little bit more inspiration, you can also head over to our dashboard examples where you can see full layouts and dashboards built out from scratch so that you don't have to build it out from scratch. So going into the actual tool itself, let's click into a new project. Let's create our project name. Oh, that's not a good start. Okay, there we go. Create new project. And now it's going to open us up to a couple of different prompts here, whether we want to use a coded component library, import, or just create a new prototype from scratch. And that's the one I'm going to click today. So when I click into the editor, we're going to see a couple of things. We're going to see a properties panel, the canvas, and then we're also going to see these libraries. So I have MUI opened up here, but you can see that there's a host of different libraries that you can use right out of the box with UXPin. What's great about these libraries is that if I select a component, let's grab this button as an example, you're going to see all of the different variants here. We can toggle between these. We can make edits and changes. And this is a real React code that we're working with. It even links out to the documentation for reference. Another really cool thing about one of our libraries, Tailwind, if you open up Tailwind's library, you can create a new custom component. This means that you can paste in here any Tailwind code to generate a full UI section without having to design anything from scratch, which is pretty neat. So I have a Tailwind UI component, this pricing section's opened up already, and I'm just going to copy this code. Let's go back to UXPin, and I'm going to paste that and generate. So now I have this fully functioning in here. Let me zoom out for you. There we go. We can see this fully functioning pricing card that was generated. We didn't have to do anything to create this. And now we can just start building out with UXPin, working with that Tailwind custom component generator. We also have AI, which is exciting. So if you wanted to use AI to create a component, you can do that in UXPin. Now you can take a prompt and let's just say persona card as an example. Let's create that as a component. And now it's going to generate for us using ChatGPT integration that once it receives that prompt from you, it's going to generate a code-based component directly on the canvas for you. So here we go. We see this persona card. For the time being, it does only work with Tailwind CSS, but there's more libraries that are going to be coming very soon. So watch out for that. All right, awesome. So now that we have this, let's look into actually handing off code. Let's say we've built something beautiful with our coded components. We're excited. We're ready to hand this over to developers. I'm going to use this store dashboard that we have here that we're, again, like I mentioned earlier, these are all built from MUI. And let's click into the spec mode here. So in UXPin, when you share a preview link, you can share this over to a developer, any stakeholders, and now they're going to be able to see these specs and they can see everything from the dependencies of this particular prototype, the functions, and the real JSX code. This is all usable code that a developer can just copy and paste and start building out into production. You can even use things like StackBlitz as well, which are great opportunities for folks if they want to have this in more of a developer environment. All right, and that's it. That's everything. If you are interested in looking into UXPin, definitely sign up for a trial. You can also sign up for a walkthrough with me. And thank you so much for the time today.